What is going on, guys? DX1 coming at you full speed ahead with another Pokemon Go video. It has been quite a while since the last time we've had an update video where I just sit with you guys in the office and we just talk about what's going on in the game. But guys, there is just so much going on in the game. It is insane. It's insane. There's so much to talk about, so much going on, and I'm just so stoked in the game right now, guys. I really think that we are in such a good spot as a global community as Pokemon Go players. So, there's so much going on in the game. I literally just got my last California video done and ready to go. I should be able to upload it very soon to my last California video. Let's not waste any time here, guys. Let's go ahead and get into some housekeeping components before we get into the big news. Okay, so let's start off with the Pokemon Go Community Day event number 2. So we've got a ×3 bonus for Stardust. So that basically means, I think that means like triple Stardust. That, my friends, that is absolutely insane. I don't think we've ever had triple Stardust, but we've got it on February 24th, along with 3-hour lures and a featured Pokemon, Dratini. Now, since we had Shiny Pikachu for the last Pokemon Go Community Day event, which was a huge success, I really think that the chances of us getting a Shiny Dratini and Dragonair, which are absolutely beautiful, by the way, lots to look forward to on February 24th. Hopefully all of you can show out for the Pokemon Go Community Day celebration. It's going to be another 3-hour super fest of hype and excitement. And I gotta say, guys, hopefully we get Shiny Dratini with good IVs, with 3-hour lures, with triple Stardust. That is a combination for excellence. So, Eastern Standard Time, once again, below, February 24th, 2 o'clock p.m. to 5 o'clock p.m., 3 hours, and that's for Eastern Standard Time. We've got the newest Pokemon Go wave of new Pokemon in the game. Starting later today, 23 additional Pokemon originally discovered in the Hoenn region in the Pokemon Ruby and Pokemon Sapphire video game series will be appearing in Pokemon Go for the very first time. As you're out adventuring with friends and family, exploring your local neighborhoods, be sure to share your favorite moments and photos using the Pokemon Go hashtag on your social media channels. So this is pretty interesting. 23 brand new Pokemon ranging from rock to grass, all different types of Pokemon, but for the most part we're getting a new desert biome wave of Pokemon into the game. So, Pokemon Go Hub has us covered once again to get the full list. We're going to go down each and every single Pokemon on this list, and then we're going to get to the main 2 Pokemon, the main topic of this video. So, Wishmer, Loudred, and Exploud. This is going to be the new Pidgey of Pokemon Go. Wishmer only requiring 12 candies to evolve, and then you can evolve into Loudred, which will evolve into Exploud. As far as CP goes and combat in the metagame, not too relevant. Maxing out at 2267. Nosepass, once again, a Pokedex filler, does not evolve. Maxed out at 831. Aggron, a rock and steel type Pokemon, evolve into Larion and an Aggron, maxing out at 3004. That will be one of the main topics of today's video coming up later on. Numel and Camerupt, a fire type and ground type combinational Pokemon, Camerupt maxing out at 2016 CP. So again, not too enticing there. We got Torkoal. It's honestly, I think Torkoal is a regional exclusive Pokemon. The only 2 countries I've heard it being captured in are India and Malaysia. Trampinch, Vibrava, and Flygon, another evolution family, which is going to have a big role in Pokemon Go moving forward. We're getting another Dragon type, which is always interesting. Always interesting. Cacnea and Cacturine, maxing out at 2092. Lunatone and Solrock, again, rocking Psychic type. One is mostly going to be seen during the day, one's mostly going to be seen at night, I hope, because that would be the only thing that would make sense. Again, stats, dead even, maxing out at 2245. Baltoy, Claydol, ground type and Psychic type, maxing out at 1782. Lileep, Cradily, rock and grass type, prehistoric origin, stats, maxing out at 2081. Not too enticing, not too powerful. At the end of the list, Anoruth and Armaldo. Mediocre stats, 222 attack, 183 defense, 150 stamina, max CP 2675, which is actually pretty respectable. However, statistically, it's just not there. But again, it does have a really cool look to it, and I wouldn't be surprised if I see it a lot dropped in gyms. Alright guys, so you probably already know about the darlings of this new wave of Pokemon. We're going to be talking about Flygon and Aggron. So first I want to start off with Flygon because it's a little bit of a significant drop. Maxing out at 2,458 CP, an attack stat of 205, a defense stat of 168, and a stamina stat of 160. A dual ground and dragon type. Now, we really haven't encountered that many dragons. In fact, this is going to be the first dragon type entering the game since, I think, Kingdra. So, yeah, it's been a while since we've had, like, a dragon type in the game. So, obviously, guys are going to be going crazy, like, oh my gosh, a new dragon type. Again, the stats for this Pokemon, pretty lackluster. Again, it's only going to max out at 2458. There's not a whole lot you can do with it, but its moveset is what makes it interesting. So, it can learn Dragon Tail and Mud Shot as its quick moves, and its charge moves can be Stone Edge, Earthquake, and Dragon Claw. So you can have double stab on 2 occasions, whether it's you combine Dragon Tail and Dragon Claw, or you can use Mud Shot and Earthquake. But Mud Shot and Stone Edge actually is a pretty good moveset as well. So I think no matter what moveset you utilize for Flygon, it's going to be pretty good in the metagame. But again, don't expect it to be dominant in any way, shape, or form. Don't expect it to put out a lot of damage output. It's probably going to get knocked out pretty quickly in raids. Let's do Flygon and Dragonite side by side. So, as of right now, these are going to be the top 2 Dragon-type Pokemon in this game. As you can see, it's a pretty significant difference, especially if you compare attack stats. So attack stat for Flygon is 205, attack stat for Dragonite 263, but Flygon doesn't even have the edge in defense. Dragonite edges in defense 168 to 201, and Dragonite's got the edge in stamina 182 to 160. So that's just to put things in perspective. Again, guys, Dragonite is going to rule the game until we get later into the spring or summer where we get Rayquaza, Salamence, Latios, Latias, the really big, powerful dragon types. We haven't really gotten those heavy hitters yet as far as dragon types are concerned. So again, Flygon's going to be another dragon type addition, but nothing much more than that. Finally, let's get to the topic of today's video, the big comparison. Starting off with Aggron, let's pull his numbers back up again on the screen real quick. So, what we're going to do is we're going to compare Aggron to Rhydon and Golem. We're going to put Aggron in the middle, Rhydon to the left, Golem to the right. We're going to compare these 3 Pokemon side by side. Which is the best rock type Pokemon in the game? So, Aggron, attack stat 198, defense stat 314, stamina stat 140, max CP 3004, the second highest of the 3 rock types. Golem, 211 attack, 229 defense, stamina stat 160. To be honest, I was really surprised when I looked at the numbers right here. So as far as attack is concerned, Golem has a slight edge, but basically Golem, Aggron, attack, dead even. Alright? Stamina, Golem, Aggron, dead even, virtually. There's like a 20-point difference there. Defense is what's going to set Aggron apart with that astronomically, staggeringly high defense stat of 314. But we all know that Golem is an extremely useful Pokemon. It can really take down a lot of flying types. It's good against Dragonite as well. I use Golem pretty often to take out Dragonites in gyms, so I find Golem very useful. I have 3 100% maxed out Golems, and I like having them. They're really useful utility. So, again, Golem, definitely a very good rock and ground type Pokemon, but we're going to figure out which one's the best. So, let's take a look at Rhydon. Right, so Aggron and Rhydon side by side. So how do they stack up? Rhydon with the advantage in attack. Big advantage here. Actually, no, not too big. 222 attack for Rhydon, 198 attack for Aggron. 206 defense for Rhydon, 314 for Aggron. Stamina stat. Here's where Rhydon really separates itself. 210 stamina. Meanwhile, Aggron is left with only 140. I believe that if its stamina stat was a little bit higher, just a little bit higher, it would probably be one of the most tankiest Pokemon in the game, and without a doubt the best rock type gym defender. I think it would be on pace with Blissey. Because if you take a look at something I found this really interesting right here. So if you take a look at Lugia's base stats, with Lugia's a legendary Pokemon, mind you. And if you look at its defense stat, Lugia coming in at a 323 defense stat. Aggron is 314, so that's Aggron's defense stat is literally a tier under Lugia in terms of defensive stats. But what makes Lugia so tanky is that 212 base stamina stat, which Aggron is lacking. Aggron with only a 140 base stamina stat. So, with that being said, I'm still gonna take Rhydon as king. I'm still gonna say Rhydon is going to be your best rock type in the game, considering you have that stab moveset of Mudshot and Earthquake. That is humongous. And let's take a look at the moveset as well for Aggron. So you have a couple of choices. You have Iron Tail or Dragon Tail, which are both going to deal 15 DPS. And you're going to have the moveset of either Stone Edge, Thunder, or Heavy Slam. You're not going to be getting stab unless you go with Iron Tail Heavy Slam, which is the weakest of the movesets, but again, you're going to have that stab bonus. So you can get a steel type stab bonus, which is going to be beneficial taking out fairy types. So that's one thing to consider. So Gardevoir could, honestly, Aggron could give Gardevoir a pretty good run for its money, given the fact that it is steel type is super effective, and you can have the stab bonus of Heavy Slam and Iron Tail for Aggron. I think as far as offensive production is concerned and overall survivability, overall you have a much better attacking Pokemon, you have a much better defending Pokemon. It's much more like Machamp. So Machamp, even though we are almost 3 generations in Pokemon Go, Machamp remains the best fighting type Pokemon. And the same thing goes for, honestly, Rhydon. Rhydon, I think, remains the best rock-type Pokemon, but Aggron, give it credit, because it does has that astronomically high defense stat, plus the stat bonus in Iron Tail and Heavy Slam. That's going to be huge, taking out the fairy-type Pokemon like Gardevoir. So, again, it can be a pretty significant gym defender, but, before I go, let me just mention that you can also get Aggron as a tier 4 raid boss, which is pretty interesting. So again, bring your water types, bring your champs, bring your super effective Pokemon, try to grind out those Aggron candies. Also, Aggron has a shiny sprite in the game, so you can in fact get a shiny Aggron in the game, so that's super awesome. Let me know if you're excited for a shiny Aggron, and if you caught a shiny Aggron, let me know and drop a comment below if you actually caught one so far. So I think that's going to do it for all the information as this desert wave is concerned. So I will see you guys in the next video. DX1 signing out. Have a good one. Happy Pokemon Go hunting.